Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday, December the 2nd, 2025. Hope you guys are doing great today. I'm going to go over things from real quick. This isn't going to be a shorty, but I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can. So please stick with me to the end, okay? Because there's some pretty good stuff coming out here, and I'm going to make this as fast as possible, okay? And because there's good news at the end. Okay, so you got to hang with me, okay? First of all, President Trump has fired 8 immigration judges in New York. He's firing them all the way across the country, but that's really bad up there. These immigration judges, and half of them aren't even American citizens. One of them's from Lebanon, okay? The country of Australia, they had a 94% that flu jab rate, one of the highest in the world. Now they have people between the ages of 30s and 40s coming up with these high, unprecedented new types of cancer, okay? 10 different types. And now the scientists are, quote, unquote, desperate to know why. That's pretty bad. That's real bad. Minnesota. Minnesota is a hot box, y'all. It is on fire. Watch Minnesota. All those Somalis up there. This is Minnesota AG Keith Ellison, creep. He's caught on tape promising favors for Somali immigrant. These fraudsters. I mean, there's bad fraud. Big time bad fraud up there. But he did that in exchange for campaign cash, okay? It's a hot box. Alex Jones, according to Alex Jones, Pentagon confirms President Trump has launched military action in Somalia, crushing ISIS's attempt to reconstitute a new chapter. Like I said, major fraud among all the Somalis, but that Governor Tim Walz, he's up to here. He's another one. We're talking billions, my friends, billions. Big time. Tennessee, this is kind of late for me to do this now, but they had a special election day in the 7th District. President Trump had endorsed Matt Van Epps. I hope that went okay. Kind of late, but also the Biden administration. Somalia's nearly 4 million unvetted Social Security numbers. That's right. We have 12 studies comparing children that have been this during their lifetime as opposed to ones that have not been. All 12 came to the same thing. Higher rates of autism, ADHD, tics, learning disabilities, autoimmune disease, asthma, allergies, skin and gut disorders, and chronic disease. Okay, so stop doing that to your kids. Also, this is Minnesota again. We've got an NGO. An NGO is a non-government organization who funnels in money through these. Sometimes you hear about NGOs. They can just be anybody. They funnel in money through these politicians. But we have an NGO headquartered in Minnesota. Is getting $2,375 for every Somali immigrant they bring into this country. And guess who's behind that? Lutheran Social Services. These are the creeps that were all into having all those immigrants come in because they got paid for them. But when President Trump got the white South Africans to come in that were being, just massacred over there in South Africa, and he let a bunch of them, they were all white, these people backed out helping them because it was a racist thing. They're okay with brown and black people, but not white. But don't think for 1 minute they don't take these kids and do what they do with them. Lutheran Social Services, okay? And just last few years, POTUS has also revoked 80,000 visas of foreign nationals, including DUI offenses, violent assaults, and theft. We have a clinical trial, Moderna. The clinical trial was suppressed. Imagine that. We have a little one who passed away of cardiac arrest right after being jabbed, and it was the key trial that they had for that C-19 jab. Yeah, that got suppressed. That's Moderna. President Trump has also booted off 800,000 off of SNAP, food benefits. SNAP, the EBT, 800,000. And finally, Venezuela. We're talking about Venezuela. All that, the sharks, the whole thing. President Maduro has publicly pretty much surrendered to President Trump President Trump had a kind of a video. I guess Maduro did one, and it was kind of, I don't know. Maduro's trying to make it cream puff, but the fact is Maduro has surrendered, and with that, he has now turned in state evidence against the Biden administration, showing that the Biden administration paid Venezuela to bring in the Tren de Aragua gang members. Ooh, yeah. Now, the little clip I saw on this Maduro's video, whatever, he was making it sound to his country that, that they weren't bad people and all this stuff, and we welcome them back with open arms. The Tren de Aragua gang members, now they're welcome with open arms. But this is big, and there's all kind of big stuff coming out. It's getting ready to go boom, implode. So I'll keep my eye on things. This is just a little bit of what's going on. It's crazy. It's just pouring out. So anyway, I hope y'all stuck with me. I hope you have a good day. And I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Keep my eye on all this stuff. Like I said, keep your eye on Minnesota. Because President Trump's already accused Ilhan Omar of all kinds of stuff. Marrying her brother. Big old list of stuff. He wants her out. He's been saying, get her out. So, keep an eye on that one. But just know when they have their all eyes on one place like Minnesota, there's red balls being thrown over here. So don't lose sight of what's going on all around you. Okay? Don't watch the red balls. Keep an eye on what they do when you're not looking over here. You know how they are. Both sides. Anyway, all right, my friends. I hope everything's okay with everybody. Leave me a comment below. Thumb up the video for me. I don't know if it'll post tonight because YouTube is so slow. And then, we'll see how far it goes. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you, and I will see you soon. Bye.